Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 21. Hey, gun. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo on 1st down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Block! I got this.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Steelers at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
65. Two. I got this.
Garoppolo now. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception they threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
And winds up getting buried for the loss. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
65.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
I got you.
Now Garoppolo. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. Now they've had that extra time off, and we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here we go.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and 4.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
21. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I got this.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. To return is Taylor. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start with the option. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there.
Here we go.
His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Setting up the screen, Harris. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Hey, alert! 21. Hey, go.
Garoppolo. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 2, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 13.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
21. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo now. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
I got you.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
65. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Garoppolo again. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Burrow. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Hey, come on.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter.